Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we have the second episode of Bordeaux Vineyard International Airport. So I am trying to do these videos every month and at the start of the month rather than the end, just because I have more time at the start of the month usually than the end. So I'm bringing you today the February release, and it is episode 2. And so before we start, we do have a bit of news regarding the airports. Air France have recently opened a new route with their A220s to GDA airports, so you can check them out on Instagram. So that is some good news. Also, we do have some rumors that Air France will be starting operation with more aircraft now. We don't have rumors. We know that it's going to happen. We just don't know exactly which aircraft. So we don't know if it's going to be an A320 or if they're going to go with wide body aircraft such as the 777 or 787 or A350. We suspect the A320 and A350 or 787. But that is still to come. We do also have rumors that Wizz Air will start operation here, but that as well is unsure. So that is it for the bit of news. Without further ado, we're going to get straight into the video. And to start off, we have this British Airways A319 in the regular livery, and this aircraft is actually operating the London Gatwick route today. So they usually operate the London Heathrow route 5 days a week, and then the other 2 days British Airways will operate the Gatwick route. And so today is actually a Gatwick route. So this British Airways A319 is going to Gatwick. And then right here we do have a cool little lineup. So to the left of your screen we have this Ryanair Boeing 737-800. He will be operating the Stansted route today. And then to the right of your screen we have this EasyJet A321neo, and he will actually be going to Geneva today, which is a route that actually recently opened. It opened in the last 2 weeks or something like that, so it's fairly recent. And they are using the EasyJet route. We do also have rumors that EasyJet will start using more aircraft than just the A321neo. They might use the A320 and A319neo to this airport, but it still remains onshore at the moment. And then moving on, just holding short of the runway, right here we have this Norwegian Boeing 737 MAX 8. He will be on the usual flight to Oslo today. And then to finish off Terminal 1, we do have here the Air Canada 777-300ER. He is on the Vancouver rotation today. So as you can see, this aircraft is actually parked at the A380 gate. And so aircraft other than the A380 can park here when the A380 is not operating. So obviously we know when an A380 is coming or not, and so for now the only operator that uses the A380 to the airport is Emirates, and they only use it 3 times a week. And the other times, or they actually use it more. They actually use it 6 times a week, because there are 2 flights per day to Dubai with Emirates, and so usually what they do is that they'll do a like morning flights on the A380 and then evening flight on the 777. Although the 777 sometimes we'll see 2 Emirates 777 in the same day, whereas we'll never see an A380 twice in the same day. This might change though, but for now they use mostly the 777 more than the A380 at least. And then right here, just about to touch down on the runway, we have this Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9. This is actually a unexpected visit. This Virgin Atlantic is actually doing a diversion, so it's diverting to this airport, due to a passenger that is sick on the aircraft, but like very sick. They have like stomach ache, like a big stomach pain, and vomiting as well. This aircraft was actually originally going to Johannesburg from London Heathrow, but it had to divert over France to over Bordeaux to this airport, and this is why we're actually seeing this aircraft. So this aircraft is really irregular to this airport. We might see it sometimes if there are more diversions, but except for that, we're never going to see it again. But yes, so this is actually one of the first diversions. Well, this is actually the first diversion to this airport today. And so right here we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This aircraft just finished its pushback and is now going to head to the runway for its flight to New York JFK. And then continuing down the line of aircraft, we have this Air France Airbus A220-300. This aircraft just landed in from GDA Airport, so the new route that opened a few weeks ago, that I talked about earlier. And so this aircraft just arrived from GDA Airport. And then for the final aircraft of this 3 aircraft lineup, we have this ANA Boeing 787-9 in the beautiful Star Wars R2-D2 livery. This aircraft just landed in from Tokyo Haneda, and so it will be heading back out to Tokyo Haneda in about 4 to 5 hours. And so right here we do have a cool little lineup. So at the front of your screen we have the Jet2 Boeing 737-800. He is about to head out to Edinburgh, and he arrived from Belfast. And then at the back over here we have the SAS A320neo. This aircraft is actually being checked right now because the pilots reported an issue on their previous flight, and so it was after all passengers were offloaded, it was taken here on the remote stance for a little checkup. So it is actually very delayed. It's now 3 hours delayed, and it's still going. So all of the passengers that were supposed to go on the next flight to Copenhagen are now stranded at the airport for probably the next 2 hours, and if there's a big issue, probably the flight will be cancelled, and SAS will have to send a replacement aircraft. But yeah, so currently it's being checked. The pilots reported an issue with the aircraft, but the issue that the aircraft had it has not been transmitted to us, so we have no idea what the issue is. But yeah, it is currently being checked by the airport's engineers. And then right here, just turning into its gate, we have this TUI Boeing 737-800. And he arrived from London Gatwick today, and he will be heading out later on to where are we going to send him? He'll be going to Glasgow. And then finally, for the last aircraft of this airport update, we have this Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. He's just waiting for the TUI to go into its gate before it starts its taxi to the runway and for its flight to Dubai. So as you can see today, Emirates have used the 777-300ER instead of the A380, but obviously you will see a lot more 777-300ERs than A380s on this operation, on this route basically. And in a personal note, I do want to get more Boeing 777-300ERs of Emirates. I would like to get one in the regular livery, same as for the A380, but that is still not planned currently. I do want to get more, but I have other more important aircraft to get first before I get more Emirates, if you see what I mean. So yeah. And so that does conclude this airport update. I really hope you enjoyed it. Just real quick before I end it off right here, I would like to talk very briefly to you about my April holidays. So I will be going, if everything goes to plan, to Amsterdam, which means I'll be going to Amsterdam Airport to do some plane spotting, and to the Aviation Megastore. And I will also do some trip reports. So there'll be two trip reports basically. Each trip report will have two parts. One which is the Nantes London Gatwick leg, and then the second one will be the London Gatwick Amsterdam leg, and then vice versa. We'll do the Amsterdam London Gatwick leg, and then the London Gatwick Nantes leg. So yes, I just wanted to talk to you about that because I have plans basically for a couple of videos in April. So you'll have the Aviation Megastore tour. You'll have the one or two, maybe even three plane spotting videos, and then you'll have two trip reports that are each going to be in two parts basically, but in one video, but just two separate parts basically. So yeah, so that was for my personal bit of news. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.